Halewood's secret is a nightmare. It whispers on the wind, it hangs heavy in the air, it chills you to the bone. This small town, nestled amidst rolling hills and whispering willows, harbors a darkness that defies explanation. Every year, as the sun reaches its zenith in July, fear grips the hearts of Halewood's residents. It is a fear born of the unknown, a fear rooted in the chilling disappearances that have plagued the town for decades. The nightmare began in the summer of 1982. Since then, Halewood has become synonymous with mystery and dread. It is a place where childhood innocence is lost to the shadows, leaving behind only unanswered questions and a community forever marked by an unspeakable horror. Life in Halewood was idyllic before the disappearances began. The community was close-knit. Neighbors knew each other by name. Children played freely in the streets. It was a place where time seemed to move slower, where life's simple pleasures were savored. That all changed on a scorching July afternoon in 1982. Peter Langley, a bright-eyed 7-year-old, vanished without a trace. He was last seen playing in his backyard, his laughter echoing through the summer air. When the sun began to set and Peter didn't return home for dinner, his parents knew something was terribly wrong. A search party was quickly organized. Townspeople combed through the woods, fields, and every nook and cranny of Halewood. Hope dwindled with each passing hour. The search for Peter Langley continued for weeks, but the young boy had vanished, swallowed whole by the mystery of that hot July day. In the immediate aftermath of Peter's disappearance, the townspeople clung to the hope that it was an isolated incident. They prayed for his safe return. They told themselves that such tragedies were simply not meant to happen twice. But fate, it seemed, had other plans for Halewood. As July rolled around the following year, a sense of unease settled over the town. Parents grew more protective of their children. The joyful atmosphere that typically marked the start of summer was replaced by an oppressive sense of dread. Their worst fears were realized when, on a sweltering July afternoon, another child vanished. 8-year-old Sarah Miller disappeared from the town's annual summer picnic. The circumstances were eerily similar to Peter's disappearance. Once again, a search party was formed, but to no avail. Sarah was gone, lost to the same inexplicable fate that had befallen Peter a year before. Whispers of a curse. With 2 children gone, the whispers began. At first they were hushed, almost reverent in their fear. People spoke in hushed tones of a curse, an ancient evil that had settled upon Halewood, demanding a yearly sacrifice. The once dismissed tales of strange lights in the sky and unexplained sounds in the night took on a new, terrifying significance. Then, in 1991, a chilling discovery sent shockwaves through the already terrified community. A local farmer, while tending to his fields on the outskirts of town, stumbled upon a clearing. There, etched into the trunk of an ancient oak tree, was a symbol. It was a circle bisected by a single line and painted in a vivid, almost luminescent shade of red. The symbol was unlike anything anyone in Halewood had ever seen. Its presence, so close to the site of Sarah Miller's disappearance, sparked a wave of fear and speculation. Was this the mark of the curse? Was it a message from the entity responsible for taking the town's children? Secrets of the Earth. Among the many unsettling theories that circulated in the wake of the disappearances, one stood out for its eerie plausibility: the abandoned mine. On the outskirts of Halewood lay the entrance to a labyrinthine network of tunnels and shafts, a relic of the town's short-lived mining boom in the 19th century. Locals had long whispered of strange lights emanating from the mine after dark and unexplained noises echoing from its depths. Some even claimed to have seen shadowy figures moving among the derelict machinery and rusting ore carts. The mine, they said, was not just abandoned, it was inhabited, but by whom or what no one dared to say. In 1994, fueled by a desperate hope of finding answers and spurred on by a local psychic's claims that the missing children were being held captive within the mine, a group of townspeople organized a search party. They ventured into the depths of the earth, armed with flashlights and a prayer. A conspiracy of silence. The search of the mine proved fruitless. No trace of the missing children was found. Yet the mystery of Halewood deepened further when rumors of a government cover-up began to surface. The rumors were fueled by the sudden disappearance of Rachel Klein, an investigative journalist who had arrived in Halewood shortly after the mine search, determined to uncover the truth behind the disappearances. Klein had been digging into the town's history, interviewing residents, and looking into the possibility of government involvement in the disappearances. She had been particularly interested in a series of unexplained military exercises that had taken place in the area surrounding Halewood in the years leading up to the first disappearance. Then, just as suddenly as she had arrived, Klein vanished. Her car was found abandoned on a deserted stretch of highway outside of town, her notes and research materials gone. Some whispered that Klein had gotten too close to the truth, that she had uncovered something sinister, that powerful forces wanted to keep hidden.